Have you ever seen those millionaire entrepreneur YouTube videos telling you to do this habit and it will change your life? But it's just a constant repeated list of the same regurgitated advice like cold showers, journaling or meditation. Well, I know this made me think there's got to be something else these entrepreneurs are doing to work super efficiently in a day, reach peak levels of mental performance and make so much money online. And I was right, because this habit they all do isn't just something that makes you feel productive. It's scientifically proven to drastically increase your focus and motivation to do the work. It's proven to instantly shift you into a focused flow state, and I guarantee you will not find it on one of those millionaire entrepreneur YouTube videos, because this is their secret to peak performance, so why would they share it? So by the end of this video, you'll learn what this habit is, how to implement it, and why it's so damn good. Let's dive in. See, what happens to most entrepreneurs is they instantly check their phone, they respond to tens or even hundreds of messages, and they create tons of mental chaos before they even get to their desk or to get out of bed. And by the time they go to sit at their desk and work on their most important task, they can't, and they bathe in distraction after distraction. Now, why is it so important you stop this problem? Well, the thing is, you're probably missing out on 4 to 5 hours of highly efficient work that would in turn move the needle inside your business, make you more money, allow you to work less in a day, and stop you from having those 16-hour days sitting at your desk. Because your focus is just like a roller coaster. In a roller coaster, it starts off steady, right, and then it goes up, and then it has a sharp drop, and then maybe it does some loops. But inevitably, it always goes back down to this level spot where it's near the ground, right? And the exact same thing is with your focus. It will go up and down according to your circadian clock, which determines your energy levels throughout the day. So maybe you might feel energized in the morning and then completely dead, just a zombie by 2 p.m. But what you can do, and this is exactly what this habit does to your brain, is it reprograms your cortisol levels to spike instantly, which in turn makes you much more focused, much more alert in any kind of situation. And you can manipulate this to stay at this constant high for most of the day, and obviously it will just drop towards the end of the day, but you can still manipulate this cortisol level to make sure you do highly efficient work throughout the entire day. And to be honest, as soon as I started doing this habit, I started to actually enter flow state for 8+ hours a day, and it's the exact same case for most of my clients who are making 4 to 5 or even one making 6 figures per month online. It all allows them to enter flow state very quickly. And don't worry, it's not going to be jumping in an ice bath or drinking 50 coffees as soon as you wake up, or writing in your gratitude journal. Although those are pretty good habits to do, it's nothing like that. It's manipulating something called your cortisol awakening response, or your CAR. Cortisol naturally produces focus and alertness. It makes you more focused. It activates your fight or flight response. And so naturally, if you ever feel tired in the morning, if you ever feel tired in the day, what you can do is manipulate this cortisol to spike instantly. And now this is actually a natural process the brain does after around 30 to 45 minutes after you wake up, right? It suppresses the melatonin levels, which is your sleep hormone, and it increases your cortisol in a day. But 30 to 45 minutes is a very long time to actually, do work. By that time, you're going to be very unfocused, you're going to be procrastinating on work, right? And so what you want to do is try to do it as fast as possible. And the way you do this is by literally just going outside and getting sunlight immediately. And then before you click off and say sunlight won't magically make me more focused, what the hell is this guy on about? Well, sunlight is one of the major ways you can actually spike your cortisol levels, because what it does is it suppresses the melatonin levels, which is basically, the sleep hormone. So it makes you feel less sleepy, which makes you more focused and alert. It also gets rid of that groggy feeling you have when you wake up and you just get out of bed, you just don't want to wake up. Even if you've had like 7 to 8 hours of sleep, you just still feel tired, it gets rid of that as well. And just as a side part, another benefit to this, as soon as you wake up, you just get in sunlight, is it also releases serotonin, which is a natural mood booster, and that is also associated, it's basically one of the main chemicals involved in flow state, which is this altered state of consciousness, where you're 500% more productive and you're just much more focused, right? But how do you actually do it in a day? How do you actually manipulate your cortisol awakening response? Well, every single morning, what I want you to start doing is immediately just go outside, even if it's cloudy, you can't see the sun, go outside and just look at the sun. And you want to do this as fast as possible, because the faster you can do it, the faster you have this spike in cortisol, the faster you can focus on your work. And now I would also pair this with other habits inside your morning routine. I'm not talking about like a 2-hour morning routine, I'm just talking about a few simple habits like box breathing, which basically releases norepinephrine, which is a focus chemical as well, which also boosts your focus even more. And now you're probably thinking, that's cool and all, I usually focus in the morning anyway, but what about the times in the afternoon or like 5 p.m, 2 p.m when I lose focus? What do I do then? Well, it's literally the exact same thing. All you need to do is do something called active recovery. Active recovery refers to you recovering the brain chemicals for flow state and focus, which is like, your cortisol levels, your norepinephrine, your dopamine, your serotonin, and endorphins. And all you need to do is just repeat the same process. Go outside, look at the sun, and what you'll do is you'll spike your cortisol levels again. Maybe not as effective as the first time, but you'll still spike them, and that will cause a very big boost in focus, okay? And so that's the one habit I've given to multiple 4, 5, even 1 6-figure per month entrepreneur, and I've seen many millionaires do in a day as soon as they wake up. And by the way, if you're a young entrepreneur who wants to get into a flow state for 8+ hours a day, completely blow up your business by improving your mental performance, click the first link in the description to join my free community, okay? Amazing day. Peace.